In this tutorial, we'll look at TAL-U audio lines, TAL-U-NO-LX V2. The ability to apply envelope-based modulation to the width of the oscillator's pulse wave was one of the coolest features found on both the Juno 6 and Roland's Juno 60. It was given a miss for the 106, but TAL-U audio line have included the function on their TAL-U-NO-LX V2. Let's fire it up and play a few notes from the default startup patch. That's a lovely sound right from the word go, but we've got a plan. Let's begin by looking to the DCO section in the upper left of the synth. As you can see, the sawtooth wave is activated, as is the sub-oscillator. Let's deactivate the sawtooth wave by clicking the center yellow button and activate the pulse wave, the white button, instead. Let's take a second to reduce the level of the sub-oscillator using the slider to the right of the waveform buttons. This will allow us to better hear the effect our next steps will have on the main oscillator wave. Making sure the PW pulse width toggle is set to ENV, or envelope, will raise the PW slider so that the envelope generator affects the pulse width. Let's go to the envelope section labeled as ADSR in the middle of the interface. Now we'll have a play with the sustain slider to adjust the pulse width steady state. The attack, decay, and release sliders will affect the pulse width over time. We'll set the sustain to just under halfway, the attack fully down, and the decay and release sliders to about halfway. Let's try the sound. We can't yet hear the effect of the release slider since the sound is abruptly stopped when a key is released. That's because the VCA or amplitude is set to gate. Toggle the VCA switch to ENV or envelope mode and try again. That's better. Now let's go back up to the DCO section and blend in our SubAsk waveform. Note that the SubAsk is not affected by the envelope. Let's have a quick go at the filter. We'll set the frequency just above the halfway point and the resonance to just below that. Now we'll nudge the envelope slider in the VCF section just a bit so that the envelope affects the cutoff frequency ever so slightly. A quick audition reveals a classic 1980s sound. We'll add a bit of chorus for a true classic.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.